everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a collaboration video, which is really exciting because I watch so many YouTube videos and when I get to work with someone else it is amazing. And today I'm doing a collaboration with the lovely Kristina from geekNchic. If you haven't seen her channel already, which I'm sure you already have, definitely go and check it out. She does some amazing skincare reviews, she does amazing empties videos, she has beautiful skin. She's also blonde, so the opposite of me. If you have blonde hair and you're looking for some blonde kind of makeup tips, she does some amazing like simple makeup for the office, but very good, and I love listening to her voice. She just has the most calming voice, so check her out if you haven't. And I'm going to be doing my top 5 makeup picks. She's going to be doing her top 5 skincare choices, you know, her favourite products. And for me this video is very hard because, as you can imagine, I have too much makeup, and picking the top 5 products I literally had to narrow down, kick things off the list and start from scratch. So I hope you enjoy. So honestly, I've never really been a powder person. I don't know the way they feel, the way they look, and maybe that's kind of a misconception of what they used to be. And now powders are so finely milled, there's so much technology behind the ingredients that you can really find something you like. And one of my standout powders that I've used probably every single day for about a year now would have to be the Mercier loose setting powder. They also make the universal one, but that's totally different to this one. So a bit about this powder. This one has kind of a yellow tinge to it. It doesn't give any coverage, but it definitely leaves a tint on your skin. It gives kind of a soft focus finish on your skin, so it kind of blurs out any wrinkles. Now that's not to say that you're going to put it on and you're not going to have wrinkles. It just kind of makes kind of like a nice silky veil over the skin, but sets it beautifully. Now I think the trick with a lot of translucent powders is to really use them very sparingly. You've seen those photos of Angelina Jolie with like an explosion of white on her face. You literally need to use the smallest amount. Go in once with the brush, if not twice. Literally take off all the product, if not, you know, pretty much all of it, on the back of your hand, and then just press it into the skin with a small brush just in the center of the face. So, you know, I really do like this, and if you're not a powder type of person, I definitely recommend going up and trying this if you haven't already. So, eyeliners. I have been tightlining my eyes in the recent, I think about 6 months I've been doing it for, and I was looking for some really good like waterproof pencils that they're waterproof, but they're not waterproof to the point that it's really hard to remove when you're taking your makeup off. And I think I found the perfect formulation. These are the Makeup Forever Aqua eyes, and they also do an Aqua Pop, the cream shadow, which obviously only comes in black. That's really nice too, but if you want something quick and you're on the go and you're getting ready in the morning, these are amazing. I have 2 shades here. I have olive green and I have this grey shade, and I love the grey shade as an alternative to black if I want a little bit of definition, kind of a smoked out look, but I don't want it to look, you know, harsh. Because for me, the reason I've never used liners in particular, and I've only recently started doing it, is because it really does make your eyes look small unless you're going to follow off the black with kind of a blown out smoky eye, which obviously takes a lot of time. And in the morning, who really has that much time, let's be honest, unless you wake up at 5 AM every morning, but I really can't do that. So yeah, I really like these. They come in so many colours, and the formulations are, I mean, they look beautiful on the eye. They kind of bring out the colours of your eye and they stay on perfectly. They're not that, I wouldn't say they're totally waterproof. They're not like superhero waterproof, like stand the test of time, but they're definitely long wearing. So I do recommend these if you haven't tried them. So this year I also discovered the Shiseido Laquer Rouge lipsticks, I guess, or liquid lipsticks. And honestly, I fell in love. I've written a blog post about them if you want to go and check that out on my website. And they are beautiful. They kind of glide over the lip texture. They do not enhance any dryness. They feel like the most comfortable liquid lipsticks, I guess, I've ever tried. Although that's kind of true to say because they're not mattifying, so maybe that's the reason, but they definitely feel moisturising and comfortable on the lips. And normally I don't go for bold lip colours with gloss, but they have a very kind of muted gloss. It's not like a extremely glossy finish. I kind of like to pat in between applications to kind of tone down the gloss. And I have a lovely colour that I like to wear kind of every day. What's this one? This is the RD 203, and I love to wear that every day. It's kind of a gorgeous, perfect nude. And the colour I'm wearing now, I've actually blotted down a little bit too, and it just stays on beautifully and it just feels amazing. And I think for every day, if you want to go for a bold colour but you don't want to touch up very frequently but you want it to feel comfortable, I think this is definitely the answer to all of those problems. Now, being on photo shoots and stuff where the models have the most perfect skin ever, but you need to put makeup on them regardless of the fact whether they have perfect skin, and I've literally, like, I picked up this technique on set and I do this on myself now. I literally use the Mercier Secret Camouflage with kind of a synthetic brush, such as this brush here. This is the 110 Face Shape, and I literally use it in the areas that I need it. Now, you might think, oh, this might feel dry on the face, and it's definitely a very thick, long-wearing formula, but as long as you put moisturiser underneath and you're not using it over the whole face, it's honestly perfect. And because the formula is so kind of dry and thick, it doesn't come off on your clothes, and it doesn't sweat off that easily. There's no migration around the face. And the one problem I have with these is that, you know, you get two colours here. You get one that's very pink and you get one that's very yellow. So when I mix them together, I get something a little bit too neutral for my liking. I mean, it definitely translates well on the skin. You can't really tell, but unless I depotted all of them and I put them in a line and mix a bit of each, it would be hard to get perfect colour. But for now, I'm using the lightest one, SC1. So just take a little bit of each and I dot it around, and this is perfect for you if you suffer with redness. Now, I always, no matter whether I'm the most embarrassed I've ever been or whether I'm chilled out on the sofa, I always get red here. So I like to go in with this brush and kind of stipple on a little bit here just to get rid of the redness. And this works amazing if you've done your contour, you want to sharpen it up, just apply a little bit underneath, and also if you have a red nose in winter as well. So I have loved that product for that. And when I first heard about it, everyone's like, oh, it's such a cult product, everyone uses it, and they do use it, but you know, it's one of those versatile products. You can use it under the eyes if you use moisturiser, you can do this, you can do that. So I would definitely try that one out if you haven't, and experiment with different methods. Now, I've never really mentioned this product before in any of my videos, and that's because I don't really contour in any of my makeup tutorials. I just find that my face is particularly quite, I mean, it looks quite gaunt when I do contour, so I try not to. But I do it time for time on other people and sometimes myself. And this is the Makiage eyeshadow, and I discovered this I think a couple of months ago, and I've been using it a lot on models and on myself. And this is it's basically an eyeshadow, and it's called Taupe for contour. So when you go on, it's basically, you can buy it on the Alcone & Co website, which is a pro makeup site, and you look under all the colours and it suggests which one you can use for what method. And it turns out this one is actually perfect for contour. It's not as grey as the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, which is extremely grey, but it's not as warm as a bronzer, so it's the perfect in between. And if you don't want to use a bronzer, which can look muddy sometimes, and you want a definite sculpt right in the middle of your cheekbones, this is perfect to use. So definitely write that one down. So that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this. Put a lot of thought into this video, if you can't tell. And I left up my little things here because I thought I would make my home more personable and personal. Normally I take them down because I want to be all professional, but I thought it was really cute. And I obviously have my little British thing here to remind me of where I'm from. And I have my clock here that's very annoying. It's literally like... So I was going to take it out, but you know, I could just edit it out. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I hope you enjoyed this collaboration video, and make sure you check out Kristina's video, which is going to be down below, and I'll probably put it right here if I work out my editing. And yeah, I'll see you soon, and leave lots of comments for me to read because I love to read comments. And yeah, have a lovely day, weekend, whatever. Bye.